What up, everybody? Today we're going to be working on number lines that go into the hundreds. Okay, so you're going to start off with the title, Hundreds Number Line. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Alright, so we start off right here. We always start off with 0, so we're going to be counting by hundreds. So 0, 100. Next number line. Okay. 100, 200. And I don't like how these lines are too close, so I'm going to make the next one a little bit more separate. Now I keep on going with the last number I wrote. 200, 300. Go now. What was the last number I wrote? 300, 400. Now I continue with the last number I wrote. 400, 500. Keep on going with the same pattern. 500, 600. Pattern continues. 600, 700. 700, 800. And over here I go 800, 900. When I turn my page, you can always, and there you go. I'm sorry, you couldn't see it, but that's the pattern. I want you to look at that. Okay, and then I go to my next page and I go 900, 1000. Okay, so you're going to practice counting by hundreds. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. Same on the other side. So 100 to 200, 200 to 300, 300 to 400, 400 to 500, 500 to 600, 600 to 700, 700 to 800, 800 to 900, and 900 to 1000. Okay, now we make our lines here. That's the end of that line, the beginning and the end of each line. So we're making number lines today. Okay, here we go. Okay, now in the middle, I'm gonna write another number that's in between those numbers. Okay, so you're gonna have to remember, or you're gonna have to follow this pattern. Okay, so you have 0 and 100. In the middle you have 50. 100 and 200, you have 150. Okay, and we're gonna count by hundreds but also by tens. You're gonna see right now. Here you have, oh, it's focused again, 250. Here you have 350 because that's in the middle. Here you have 450. Here you have 550. Here you have 650. Here you have, I'm going to move that again, 750. Here you have 850. And here you have 950. Okay, so now what you're going to do is this. So you're going to add different quantities or different amounts that you're counting kind of by tens basically. So here between 0 and 50 where you have 10, I'm using a thinner pencil, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Then you have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. Bada bing, bada boom. So over here, check it out. You have 100 and 150. Well, you're going to basically just make the same 100 and add a 10. 120, 130, 140. You see that? 20, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40. But you have a 1 in the hundreds place. Then you have 150. Let's make that a little bit closer. Okay, there we go, so you can see. Now 150, I write the 1 in the hundreds place, and I write, well, if I'm counting by tens, look, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, I have 160. Then 170, 180, 190. Okay, that's what we do. Then same thing, 200, 10, 200, 20, 200, 230, 240. Same idea as we did in the other number line. If I go back over here, you see how we did? Well, here we actually counted the numbers, right? But see how it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and so on? How it's by tens? Well, over here we're doing the same thing, but we're putting tens in between. We're counting by tens. So 260. So see how I had 160, 260, 170? So over here, 270, 280, 290. You're going to keep on doing that for the rest of this, and you're going to finish, okay? So I'll show you the finished product. Alright everybody, so I'm almost done with mine. So look, 700, 710, 720, 730, 740, and again, underline the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then 800. So I go again. Okay, so I have 810, 820, 830, 840, 850, 860, 870, 880, 890, 900. I go again up here. 910, 920, 930, 940, 950, 960, 970, 980, 990, and 1000. Okay, so can I underline that? And so look, when I write the number, an example like here, okay, 950, again, 0, 1, I'm sorry, ones place, and there's a 0 in the ones place. Tens place, there's a 5 in the tens. Hundreds, there's a 9 in the hundreds place. This number, if I just count it alone, is 50. That is 50. Okay, that's 900. Okay, so that's what I have there. And now, what you can do is you could go and underline all the numbers that are in the tens, that have the tens value. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And you can even highlight them if you want. So you highlight 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Now I'm going to show you how you make the estimate. Okay? So let's pretend you have a PlayStation 5 that you want to get. So the PlayStation is $499, right? So you think about it. What do I round this off to? Well, I look at the number line in the 400. So 400 and 500, right? Like that. So I go over here. So remember that number. Okay? So it is 499. Okay? So I go, okay, 499 is between 400 and 500. So if I look at 400, I go ones, tens, hundreds. I find the number, look right next door. 5 or higher, add one more. 4 or less, let it rest. So let's look. This is kind of like if it was like this. 49. I'm sorry, not like that. Let me start over. This is kind of like you're just looking at the 4 and the 9. So 4 and the 9. So 4 is in the hundreds place, 9 is in the tens place, and you go, well look, 499 would be around right here, 490. So it would be closer to what? The 500 or the 400? That's what you have to do. Okay? So I'm going to highlight, I forgot to highlight this, the hundreds. Okay? But anyways, so I look at that, I go, 499 is closer to what? 500 or 400, and I would say, well, it's closer to 500. So if I round off 400 to the nearest 100, 499 to the nearest 100, it's really 500, and that's what you're doing today. I'm sorry, there you go, that's what you're doing today. 499, I go to 110, 100, look at the number next door, 49, or a 9, I'm sorry, and it's closer to 500 because it's 499 or 490 around right there. So it's 490 right there. Where's 499? Well, closer to 500. So if a number in the hundreds place has a 4, 3, 2, 1 in the tens place, they're going to go to the smaller portion of the number, and the smaller part. So which is larger, 500 or 400, 500 or 600? Well, this side. So here, if a number has 4 in the tens place, 3 in the tens place, 2 in the tenth place, or 1, like 510, 520, 530, 540, or if the number is 535, well, it's around right here, so it goes to this side. Alrighty, that's it. Thank you very much for following. Make sure you do everything I'm doing here. Okay? Bye.